So as you proceed, there are few rules that you need to follow up because the recording is there. I'm sure when later on you'll be watching it, you will understand why I'm saying so. You have to listen to the faculty and see how and she solves the question. That is the only thing to be done. You're not going to copy it. You do questions when asked to do. For example, if I have explained some question, I have given you a concept, and then I ask you that, okay, this is the question that you are supposed to solve. Then only you will try. Whenever you are sitting, you need to have a notebook and a pen available with you. Do not lie on the bed. I know most of you. So please you should be always in sitting position. That is other thing. The third important thing here is take screenshots of work done by faculty. I think this is also, I told you earlier, either use if you're watching it on your laptop, just take ready with your mobile and don't look at the WhatsApp messages, just switch on the camera and take the picture of it. If you're already watching it on your mobile, just click on this, take a screenshot and keep on saving it. Why I'm saying is many a times you feel lazy of going and switching on the switching on the video or recorded session. So rather than that, you can go through that, and when class end, prepare detailed notes after class got over. Fine. So that your notebook should be ready. These are the four things that you need to do. What will be helpful in preparing the notes? Those screenshots will be helpful for you. When I teach, you have to listen, you have to see, you see how a faculty is going to solve the questions. And when you are asked to do, you have to do the questions only then, otherwise please don't write. Yes, if faculty is saying, please write on these things, these are important things, please make a note of it, you can do that. In my class, I want you to take a screenshot. I know the world has changed, we cannot move it with the earlier rules which have been formed here. Fine. So I think it is clear to all of you. So we can start now with the session here. Let's talk about percentage 2. What do you mean by per cent? If we see, there are two things which are involved here. Per is with respect to, cent is 100. If I say someone has got 70%, means 70 on 100 he is getting. These are comparable values. These are comparison between the values. If I say I got 3 marks out of 5, this is known as fraction. Whenever you compare something with respect to 1, it's fraction. Whenever you compare something with respect to 100, I will say this is percent. Fine. So cent is 100. So whenever you compare something with respect to 100, you will say percent. For example, if we were not knowing about this percentage or fraction thing, and someone asks you how much you scored in your 12th, say you belong to a CBSE one and you say I scored 400. Someone else is asked, he is from some XYZ board. This person says 600. It looks to me that 600 is more than 400, but then I have to ask also what are the total marks, and you say it is 500. If I ask here, it is 1000. Now you can make out it is 60% while this is 80%. So this one is coming out to be more, though the marks are more this, but when it is compared with respect to the 1000, this is very less with compared to this. So that is the reason why we compare the values in percentage or we compare the values in fractions. Both of them are very important. Anyone who is not knowing the correlation between them, I don't think they will be able to solve a percentage question easily. Now, what does this easily means? Easily means, for example, if a question is given to you, let's assume it to be taken from class 9. A normal student who is going to get more than 90%, because getting 90% is not such a big task nowadays. So a normal guy who is going to write the test, he will be going to take somewhere around 50 seconds to 1 minute to answer that question. Now, Whenever you are going for the entrance examination, how can you reduce this timing from 5 minutes or 1 minute to almost 10% or 20% of that time? That is what is important here. So there are two things which are required. One is your fundamentals need to be very strong. And second thing is you need to be faster at this. So whenever you are solving a percentage question, rather than going by the conventional method that all of you have studied in school, I would say there are few rules that you should be aware of. I'll take many examples here and try to convince on this, because as I said, more than learning, it is unlearning here, which is more important. So I know you will face challenges there. That's why a lot of questions need to be practiced so that you feel yourself comfortable with that one. So let's start with the first. What is the correlation between percentage and fraction? I'm repeating it once more. Percent means whenever you are comparing a value with respect to 100. Fraction is whenever you are comparing something with respect to 1. So whenever x is compared with 1 or x is compared with 100. For example, you write a test and you score 30 out of 30. Papa is very happy. Why? Because you got one fraction. This is with, if 1 is total marks, you are getting 1 in that. But when I talk about it in percentage, because you are getting 1 out of 1, in percentage, whenever the fraction multiplied with 100, because right now the comparison is with respect to 1, here it is compared with respect to 100, I will say it is 100%. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now, the second part of this, when I talk about the fraction here, you say it is half. I have got, say for example, there's a pie, there's a pizza, you cut it in 2 equal parts, you say I got half, half is to my brother or sister. So half here is that if 100 is divided into 2 equal parts, each part will be of 50%. I'll say that comes out to be 50%. You know, percent means per 100 it is 50. Now it is 1/3. We all are aware of, to pass any of the examination, you need 1/3 of the marks. Fine. So whenever, now listen to this, what I'm saying, very, very important rule. Whenever denominator is 3 or multiple of 3, in percentage, number repeats. So when I write it in percentage, the value is going to repeat. For example, in case of 1/3, it is 33.333. It goes on. Bar means it is recurring. 33333 goes till infinity. Now, I know if the second number, which is a multiple of 3, is coming out to be 6. So here I am writing only denominator. These are the ways to remember it. There's nothing great about it, but if you remember it, you can retain it for at least a year. So when I talk about 1/3, I will say 3 is the recurring number here. The denominator is the value which is going to recur here. When I talk about 1/6, I'll say write once numerator and then denominator recurs. So I'll say it is 1666. You can see after 2 digits, you are going to put in decimal. So it is 16.66. Here 3 is recurring, denominator is 3. Here denominator is 6, it is going to recur. But there is a change that you have to write once numerator here. In earlier case, it was only denominator that is recurring. Here it was once numerator, एक बार numerator लिखा और फिर denominator हमने repeat कर दिया. The next part of this is 9. 9 is also multiple of 3. I started with denominator. In 1/3, I was just writing denominator 3333333 so on. In 1/6, I started with the one numerator. Once I'm writing numerator, and then denominator is going to recur. In 1/9, it is nothing but it is only numerators that is going to come here. It is 11.11. So I'll say only numerator is going to recur here. You can see how drastically the world had changed. From only denominator, you move to once numerator and then denominator. And in the third part of it, it is only coming out to be numerator, which is 1. I will say 11.11% is the value of it. Fine. So this one is very, very important thing for you. Let's talk about 1/4. There's a pizza again. I cut in 2 equal parts. Again, I half it. I'll say I get the quarter part. This is quarter, which is 1/4. So in percentage, my dear, this comes out to be 25%. Similarly, I'll write 1/5. I know 100 when divided by 5, that gives me 20%. Very easy. 1/5 is nothing but 100/5 is coming out to be 20%. 1/6, I have already told you. Let's talk about 1/7. What is 1/7? 7 is such a beautiful number. It is a prime number. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which are the purest number. No one in the world can form them. It is like element. You got oxygen, no one can form oxygen. It is like carbon, no one can form carbon. Carbon is carbon. Carbon can form something. Carbon dioxide, it can form. It can form chlorophyll, it can form carbohydrate, it can form anything with a, the combination of other elements. So 7 is purest number. So 1 by 7, I'll say what is double of 7? The way to remember it, what is double of 7? I'll say 14. What is double of 14? It is 28. I'll say it is 1 by 7 is 14. 14 ka double is 28. So it is like 7 days ka week hota hai, 14 days ka fortnight hota hai, and the month is just double of it. A full moon month will be coming out to be at 28. I hope it is clear. So it is 1 by 7 week, fortnight, and a month. This is how you can remember it. 7 ka double is 14, 14 ka double is 28. Now the next part of this is 1 by 8. I just told you, you know the pizza, the pan pizza that you're getting, you're going to get 1/4 of that part. If there are so many friends, sometimes you also dissect it further, you divide it further. So you are going to get 25 ka half. What is that? 25 half is 12.5%. 1 by 9, I have told you that 1 by 9, it is only numerator which is going to recur. That is 11.11%. What about 1 by 10? 100 by 10, I think it is easy to know, it is 10%. In case of 1 by 5 also, I was telling you 100 by 5 is 20. So 100 by 10 is coming out to be 10%. Fine. One more thing, after that you can take a screenshot of this. I know whenever denominator is 9, the value comes out to be 11.11. Whenever denominator is 11, they have got a correlation between them. So when denominator is 9, numerator comes out to be 11. When denominator is 11, numerator comes out to be 9, but don't write 9.9. As I said, you need to write 2 digits here. So write 09.09%. So I'm writing not 9.9. I'm saying 9 and 11 is having a correlation. When denominator is 11, numerator is 1111, which comes out to be 11.11%. 11 is a 2-digit number. When 11 comes in denominator, you will get not 9.9, you will get 09.09. That's your answer. I hope it is clear to all of you. Please ask if there is a query here. So take a screenshot of this. You can write a yes if it is clear. Okay, Samakshi, I'll do repeat that. Anyone else having any query, please feel free, ask me. Okay, here I go. I'm sure that all of you have taken a screenshot. Now, I know half. Let's talk about half. Half is what? 50%. You half again. You'll say 25%, which is 1 by 4. Okay, Vrinda. Now 1 by 4 is 25%. If you are going to half again both sides, I'll say 1/8 is nothing, but it is half of that, which is 12.5. 12.5 hota hai 25 ka half. Samakshi ji, is it clear now? Thank you. So I hope it is clear. Let's move to the next part of it. What is 1 by 12? I'm sure all of you know that it is nothing but it is half of 1/6. How much is 1/6? You remember a multiple of 3? Numerator comes out to be 1 and then the denominator is going to recur. I'm going to half it, which is 8.33%. So I'll write it as a 8.33% is a value which is going to come here. Fine. 1 by 13. 13 is such a lucky number. You know, in Hinduism, it is considered one of the most lucky number. But if we talk about Catholics, if we talk about Christians, they consider 13 to be very unlucky number. So usually if you see in Europe, people don't even go out of their home on 13th Friday. I'm sure you must have heard of it. So 13, they say you can only go out when there's someone's saath. So I'm sure all of you know in Hindi, saath means together. But if you change this tha with ta, it becomes saath ka saath. So 7.7 is what you need. 13, because they consider it to be a lucky number. So saath ka saath hoga, then only you can go out. Is 7.7 that is to be written here. Now it is 1 by 14. What is 1 by 14? It is nothing but it is half of 1 by 7. What is 1 by 7, my dear? You know it is 14.28. 7 ka double is 14. 14 ka double is 28. Don't forget that you need to divide it by 2. So that gives you 7.14. So 1 by 7 is 7 ka double is 14, 14 is double is 28. You need to half it, that comes out to be 7.14. I'm sure it is clear to you now. Now, what is 1 by 15? 15, I don't know how many of you know. There was a famous batsman named Sanath Jayasuriya. Sanath Jayasuriya was one of the batsmen who initially, as it was a one-day match in 50 overs match, first 15 over, almost every team play with a defense so that they can hold on with their wickets. This guy and Arvind De Silva, these were the two people who decided that because there are field restriction in cricket match, they say 1 over 15 means first 15 over. I'm just rearranging the letters words here. So it is 1 over 15, 1 I'm writing first, over I'm saying then 15 over, first 15 over, only sixes. पहले 15 over सिर्फ छक्के मारना चालू किया. The first 15 over, Sanath Jayasuriya was striking only sixes because there were field restrictions. So 1 by 15, if someone asks you, it is 6.66, only chakke. So 1 by 16, I'll say it is half of 1 by 8. What is 1 by 8? We all know 1 by 4 is 25%. 1 by 8 is half of that, which you just seen, 12.5%. Half of that will come out to be 6.25%, my dear. Why? Because 1 by 8 is 12.5%. I'm going to half it. It gives you 6.25%. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Now, come 1 by 17. 17 table. I tell all my students to remember the table. You remember in the last class also it was given to you. Though I'm not going to ask you, but very soon I'm going to ask you. You still have a time to remember the tables. Usually, usually I have seen it. I may be wrong, but I've seen people are very comfortable till the table of 16. Till 16, people remember usually the table. When it comes to the 17, they are not able to remind it. They are not able to learn it. So what happens in this? But one thing I found that everyone understand here is 17 fives are anything into 10 and anything into 5 is much easier to remember. So 17 fives are 85 is usually the people who know it. I'll say remember the tables. Is that fine? So when we talk about the tables till 16, every Tom, Dick, Harry is comfortable with the table of 16 till table of 16. When it comes to the table of 17, there's only one thing people are aware of. 17 fives are 85. So I'll write 5.85. Now, I'm sure all of you remember when you first time get into the college, a beautiful thing that happened to our life. We got independence. But along with that, we also got responsibilities. We started using the soap to improve our complexion. We started using, we started cooking food for some time for ourselves. We are also washing our clothes on thanks to machines now. But earlier, we used to wash our clothes when we used to go to the colleges. So at the age of 18, people are very much worried about how they look. So they start using Fair and Lovely and all these type of, creams. So there's one that people also starting as a soap, start using it as soap at the age of 18, that is 555. 555, though in North India, it is known as a detergent soap. So if you ask anyone what is 555, especially if you go and ask your mama and dad, have you heard of 555? They will say, ha, 555 sabun aata hai. So you need to remember it, that at the age of 18, people are worried about their complexion. They started using a special type of soap, that is 555 sabun. Then comes, suddenly one day Vrinda come and say, sir, today is my birthday and I want to give cake. And I was also invited. There are 20 people who were invited in that birthday party. And being a maths teacher, I started understanding, okay, 1 by 5 is 20%. So 1 by 20 must be equal to 5%. So I start imagining that I will get 5% of the cake. Suddenly Samakshi called up and told Vrinda, I'm not coming because I stuck somewhere. I should be happy. Sorry, Samakshi, but why? Because I'm going to get more cake. Earlier you were cutting in 20 pieces. Now you're going to cut in 19 pieces. I'll get more. How much more are you going to get? You will get more by 0.25. That gives you 5.25% of the cake I'm going to get. Suddenly Samakshi called up again. Oh, I'm coming, but I'm coming with someone now. Now everyone knows that when the people increases, you must be feeling bad. Why? Because the cake is going to be cut in 21 pieces. Understand, when the denominator increases, value decreases. When denominator decreases, value increases. So 1 by 21, you know, earlier it was 5%. When 19 people were supposed to come, it is supposed to increase. When 21 is in the denominator, it is supposed to reduce. Earlier it increased by 0.25, now it decreases by 0.25. I'll say that comes out to be 4.75%. I'm sure it is clear to you. So then 1 by 22. What is 1 by 22? It is half of 1 by 11. How much is 1 by 11? It is 09.09. What is half of that? 4545. So I'll say 1 by 20 is nothing but it is half of 1 by 11. 1 by 11, you remember, I told you 9 and 11 is having a correlation. When denominator is 9, numerator is 11. When denominator is 11, numerator is 9, but don't write it as a 09. Don't write it as a 9.9. I'm sure you remember that. You write it in a 2-digit form. So 1 by 11 is not 9.9, it is 09.09. You are going to half it because 1 by 20 is nothing but it is half of 1 by 11. That gives you 4545 as the value here. Now, let's come to the next one. That is 1 by 25. Now, this time, Samakshi called up on her birthday, and 25 is such a beautiful number that I can easily do the calculation. And I know 1 by 4 is 25%. That's why 1 by 25 will come out to be 4%. The same thing happened this time. Vrinda said, I am not coming. So if she is not coming, we need to be happy, but we are not going to get same as earlier one. There you were getting 0.25. Now there are more people, you are going to increase it by 0.15. I hope it is clear. Now, when you increase the denominator, suddenly Vrinda is now saying that I'm going to come with someone. I know the cake is going to reduce. So it is going to reduce by 0.15. That is 3.85%. So there are two triplets which are going to form here. One triplet is this and second triplet is this one. You need to remember both of them triplet. So 1 by 4 is 25%. Similarly, 1 by 25 is 4%. Here the value is going to change by 0.15. 1 by 20, the value is going to change by 0.25. This is how you need to do it. I hope it is clear. Ask if there is any doubt, any query here. Let's come to the next one. What about 1 by 27? In number system, I'll tell you one beautiful thing. Any number that exists in the world. Yeah, Parul, I'll take 1 by 23. For some reason, I left it. I will take it, don't worry. 1 by 27. 1 by 27, 27 is the first number which is cube of an odd number. In this world, listen my word, in this world, every number that exists, it is either purest number, it is a prime number, or it formed from the prime number, except one. Why? Ek Omkar Satnam, one is the God of all these numbers. One is the only number which is God. It is neither prime nor it is a composite number. So if I talk about 2, yes, it is a prime number. No one can form prime. 2 is itself going to form itself. 3 is a prime number. 4 is not a prime number. 4 is forming from 2 into 2. 5 is a prime number. 6 is not a prime number. It is forming from 2 different prime numbers. That is 2 and 3. 7 is a prime number. You have seen 1 by 7 is 14.28. 8 is nothing but it is 2 into 2 into 2. So my dear, 27 is nothing but it is 3 cube. So I'll say there are two places where you need someone's saath. One is 1 by 13, saath ka saath. Why? Because it is dangerous to go out on 13 in Europe. So in 1 by 27, aap kahoge 3 ka saath hai sir. Ye bana 3 se hai. This is formed from 3. So you need a saath of 3. So I'll say 1 by 27 is 3 ka saath, which is 3.7. 1 by 29 and 1 by 23. These are the numbers. There are two prime numbers which are existing in between 20 to 30. I told you prime number are the purest number on this world. Any number that exists in the world is either prime or it forms from the prime number. For example, even a human body in Hinduism, it is considered as formed from the 5 elements. So similarly, in the numbers, any number that exists is either a prime number or it forms from the prime number. According to the chemistry, anything that you find existing on the earth is nothing but it is forming from the elements. Anything that exists on the earth is forming from some elements. It is 130, 140 elements are there. These are the only elements. Yes, isotopes can be formed, but actually it is an element that is required to form anything that exists on this earth. So 23 and 29 are two prime numbers there. We say there are special privileges for them. They are like MP, MLA of your area. When they buy a car, a special numbers are given to them. 1/29, they want three consecutive number. That is 3, 4, 5 is starting with 3. तीन number लगातार जो 3 से start होते हैं, 3, 4, 5 is 1/29. 1/23 was an MP, so this is an MLA of area. He said, I also want 3 number starting with 3. RTO baffled up. So what he did is he said, okay, I can rearrange the number. It is 3 consecutive numbers starting from 3, but it is not 3, 4, 5, it is 4, 3, 5. Why? Because when denominator is less, the value will be more. When denominator is more, the value will be less. You can see starting from 3 because denominator is 29. When denominator is less, the value is 4.35. Fine. So there are two prime numbers. Let me repeat it so that it drills down in your mind. There are two prime numbers which are existing between 20 and 30. They are 23 and 29. There are special privileges given to them. That is, they are forming from 3 consecutive numbers starting from 3. 1/29 is the number. After 29, it is 30. So you can say 3, 4, 5 will come. 1/23, everything will be same. The last digit will 5 will remain there, but 3.4 will change to 4.35. So this is what you are going to get. Now 1/28. 1/28 is not a MLA or MP, but it is a पड़ोसी of MP. Now अगर आपका साला अगर MP है और जीजा जी MP है, तो साले के लिए special privileges automatically आ जाता है. Here, there are 3 consecutive numbers which are coming with 1/29. 1/28 also asks for 3 consecutive numbers starting with 3. RTO was a smart guy. He said, I can give you 3 consecutive numbers starting from 3, but these are 3 consecutive odd numbers. These are 3 consecutive odd numbers. These are 3 consecutive numbers. These are 3 consecutive odd numbers. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Fine. That's it. This is what you need to remember. Please ask me if there is any doubt that you have. Anyone, any question, ask it here. Take a screenshot of this. So if it is a clear, please do write a yes, that things are clear to you. You can also write a no if it is not yet clear. Anything that you want me to repeat, please switch on your microphone or shoot me a message that this is what you want to ask me. Yeah, Sambhav Jain, I'll do that. My dear, the number in this world, there, if the number is formed from the, every number is formed from prime number. Either they are prime or they form from prime number. 27 is 3 की power 3. So 1/27 need 3 का 7. You need 3 ka 7. That's why it is 3.7 coming here. If I talk about 1/13, you need 7 ka 7. So these are the two things which are required. Why? Because 27 is 3 into 3 into 3. So need 3 7 to form 27. Is it clear now? Sambhav Jain. Thank you. Here I go. I think it is clear to all of you. Please do remember it. You must have taken a screenshot. I'm going to ask you the question very soon. Come on, please do revise it. And I'm going to start asking you the question. Now, I'm making few statements here. You need to see this one, not question. First statement. Ram has 1,000 rupees and Shyam has 1,200 rupees. Fine. Can I say Shyam has 200 rupees more than Can I say Ram has 200 rupees less than Shyam? I hope all of you agree with this. Both the statements are correct. So when I say Shyam got 200 rupees more than Ram, so what is compared? It is 200 rupees which is compared. With what? It is compared with respect to Ram. Ram has got 200 rupees less than what? It is again compared with respect to Shyam. Listen here. Here I am comparing the value with respect to Shyam, while here it is compared with respect to Ram. So when I say Shyam earns 200 rupees more than Ram, that is 200 more than 1000. I'll multiply it by 100. I'll cancel it. This comes out to be 20% more than Ram, sorry. Here, Ram gets 200 rupees less than Shyam. The comparison is with respect to Shyam. I'll take Shyam's value in the denominator. I'll write 1200. And in percentage, I can cancel it. Fine. And then I'm going to write it as, how much is this? It is 200 rupees less than that. So that comes out to be, again, it is 100 by 6, which is 16.66. I'm sure all of you know 1 by 6 is 16.66% less. So usually what happens is, when I ask that Shyam got 20% more than Ram. So if I ask a student question, how much Ram gets less than Shyam, so people also give the same statement, 20%. Sir, this is wrong. It is 200 rupees Ram got more than, Shyam got 200 rupees more than Ram. Here Ram got 200 rupees less than Shyam. But my dear, the comparison is different. At one place it is compared with respect to Ram, at other place it is compared with respect to Shyam. That means at one place it is compared with respect to 1000, at other place it is compared with respect to 1200. So I know Shyam is 20% bole to 1/5 more than Ram. So if Shyam got more than Ram, Ram must got less than Shyam. As you know, numerator never changes. Same numerator is coming here. Here also numerator is not going to change. Because it is less, and there's only two numbers which are visible to me in this world when I'm looking at this question. So as I want to reduce Shyam gets less than Ram, I'll say increase the denominator. Increase the, okay, Ananya. Fine. Okay. So I think it is clear. Let me repeat it quickly to all of you once more. Two people have 1000 rupees and 1200 rupees with them. One named Ram, second named Shyam. There are two statements I'm making. First is Shyam gets 200 rupees more than Ram. I'm saying 200 rupees more than comparison is with respect to Ram. That's why the denominator should come out to be the value of Ram. So I'll say it is 200 more than 1000, which comes out to be 20% more than Ram. Shyam gets 20% more than Ram. The second statement that I said on the basis of the first statement, if Shyam gets 200 rupees more than Ram, Ram must have got 200 rupees less than Shyam. Listen here, one is more, second is less. So I know it is 200 rupees less than whom? It is compared with respect to Shyam. So 200 rupees less than not 1000, it is 200 rupees less than 1200, which is 1 by 6, which is 16.66%. Now the shorter version of this, there are two guys, one is Ram and second is Shyam. And nothing, no value is given to you. The only thing which is given here is Shyam has 1 by 5 more than Ram, which is Shyam got 20% more than Ram. Shyam got 20% more than Ram. So if Shyam gets 20% more than Ram, my dear, if 20% need to be first converted to the fractions, there are two numbers that my eye can see. It is 1 and 5. I know if Shyam got more than Ram, Ram gets less than Shyam. I know know if Sham gets 200 rupees more than Ram, Ram must also get 200 rupees less than Sham. Means numerator always remains same. It does not change because at both the place it is 200, 200. I'm sure you can see it from here. But earlier it was compared with respect to Ram. You were saying Sham got one more than Ram, means one more than 5. So I will say Sham must be getting one more than Ram, means Sham has become 6. So that's why here I'm going to add the numerator and denominator of it because the value reduces. So I'll say Ram will get 1/6 less than Sham if Sham gets 1/5 more than Ram. If Sham gets 20% more than Ram, Ram gets 16.66% less than Sham. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Look at this. Ask me if there is any doubt. Take a screenshot of this. Anything that comes in your mind, you can ask. Sure, you have taken the screenshot. Let's move to the next one. Say A and B are two people here. A and B are two people here. A got 5,000. B got 7,000. I want you to find out how much A is less than B in percentage. I want you to also find out how much B is more than A in percentage. Fine, let's try to do it. And shoot your answer there in the chat box. A has 5,000 rupees with him, B has got 7,000 rupees with him. Can I say B has 2,000 rupees more than A? Is this right statement?
Yes, sir.
Can I also say that A has got 2,000 rupees? Now it is less because B is more than A, so A should be less than B. So I'm making two statements here. I know when I talk about B is 2,000 rupees more than A. And here I'm talking about A is 2,000 rupees less than B. So here you are saying it is 2,000 more than A. Comparison is with respect to 5,000. Here you are saying it is 2,000 less than B. The comparison is with respect to 7,000. I know this is 2/5 more. 1/5 is 20%. 2/5 is 40%. I know this is also 2/7 less than this. 1/7 is 14.28 and 2/7 is 28.56. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So this is what we are doing here. And this is how we find out the values when the values are given. So the question is asked to all these people to answer it. I got answer only from Parul, Pulkit, Ritu, Sambhav, Samakshi. 5 has given answer. There are few guys who are not answering. Vidhi, am I right, ma'am? If there is anything that I can help you so that you get the answer, please ask me. Siddhant Rana. Fine. Any doubt that you have Vidhi and Siddhant? Okay, thank you, Siddhant. What about you, Vidhi? At least say yes, no, ma'am. I hope you're not angry today. Okay. Thank you so much for replying. So now I'm telling there are few ways through which you can get it easily. If I say nothing is given 5,000, 7,000, there are no values like that given here. Only A and B are given. And it is given that A is 40%, sorry, B is 40% more than A. So how much A is less than B? This is the question asked. Please don't try to solve it. Just look at it. I'll ask you enough question. The question says B got 40% more mangoes than A. So how much A is going to get less than mangoes than B? First thing, you need to convert this into the fraction. I'll cancel it. I'll say B got 2/5 more than A. If B got more than A got less than B. So numerator remains same. If it is less, so B must be more. So there are only two numbers in the world which are visible to me in this particular question. If it is 2 more, it has to be 2 less. But B was 2 more than A, which was considered as a 5 because it is 2 more than 5. So A will be 2 less than 5 plus 2, that is 7. So what I do is, I know numerator is not going to change, but you want to reduce a value. Why you want to reduce a value? If B is more than A has to be less than B. So I want to decrease the value. If you want to decrease the value, you will increase the denominator. उल्टा होता है, जब आप किसी चीज को घटाना चाहते हैं, आप कम केक देना चाहते हैं, आप ज्यादा पीस करेंगे. आप ज्यादा बड़ा केक का पीस देना चाहते हैं, you will cut in smaller number of pieces, lesser number of pieces. So my dear, I will say if B is 40% means 40 upon 100 more than this, which comes out to be B is 2/5 more than A. A must be less than B. Numerator never changes, my dear. It is less, it is 2 plus 5. So A is 2/7 less than B. I hope it is clear. It is 14.28 ka double. That comes out to be 28.56% less. Is it fine, everyone there now? Any doubt, any question that you have, you can ask. Okay, thank you. Now my question is, P and Q are two people. Now what happened is, one day P told Q that he gets 50% more than P. Q, say again they got oranges. Q got 50% more oranges than P. So how much P got less oranges than Q? I think it is clear. Try to answer that. Very nice, Pulkit. Well done. Very good, Sambhavja. Good, Siddhant Rana. I'm very happy. You got it correct. Parul, very nice. Ritu, very good. Samakshi, if Q is 50% more than P, how much P is less than Q? That is the question. No, Samakshi, I just saw your answer is not correct. एक decimal का कुछ लोचा हो गया. What about you, Vidhi? Ananya? Yes, Samakshi, it is correct now. Yes, Vidhi, you are absolutely correct. Very nice. Now, Q got 50%. Percent means per 100 more than P. You will say it is half. वैसे तो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए 50% is half. So if Q is more than P, P should be less than Q. Numerator never changes, my dear. Same numerator will come. As P is less, the denominator should be more. I'll say P is 1/3, which is 33.33% less than Q. If Q is 50% more than P. I hope it is clear to you now. Please ask if there is any query, any question.
So did we add 1 to 1/2 because it was the numerator here on the Q end?
See, as I said, there are only two values which are visible to me, 1 and 2. जो भी करना है इन्हीं के साथ करना है. Numerator never changes, so I'll write the same numerator. And you want to reduce a value. Whenever you want to reduce a value, the denominator is going to increase. So how can I increase the denominator? There are two numbers which are visible to me. I'll add both of them.
Okay, thank you.
Is it fine? So I'm adding only numerator and denominator. You can say I'll write the same numerator, but the denominator will become numerator plus denominator because the value is less. If it is less, it has to be more. Denominator needs to be more. Fine. Let's take this question again. Say it is given P is 1/3, that is 33.33% less than Q. How much Q will be more? Listen, I'm taking the same question in reverse order now. If P is 1/3 less than Q, which is 33.33% less than Q, Q needs to be more than P. I'll say numerator never change. If you want to increase something, you are not going to increase also the denominator. क्योंकि कोई value बढ़ाना तो उसका denominator increase नहीं करेंगे. You will reduce it. Reduce means just subtract them. So if P is 1/3 less than Q, Q will be more by 1/2, which comes out to be 50%. So Q comes out to be 50% more than P. I hope it is clear to all of you now. Clear, everyone? Any doubt, any question that you have? Okay, let's come to the next one. Say X and Y are two values. X is, say, 80% more than Y. Sorry, Y is 80% more than X. So X should be less than Y. Sorry, if you want to take a screenshot, take the screenshot of this. Please take it quick. Okay, here I go now. I hope all of you have taken the screenshot. So I say that Y is 80% more than X. By what percent X is less than Y? Solve it. Okay, Siddhant. Very good. Siddhant, Sambhav, Pulkit, Vidhi, Ananya. Very nice. What about you, Ritu? Be fast. Samakshi. Good, Ritu. No, Samakshi. Check it again. Yes, Parul Chaudhary. In fraction, it is coming out to be correct. I hope you understand that whenever. Yes, you are right. Now, Samakshi, this is for you. No, Samakshi, it is not correct. Please see here. Y is 80% more than X. Percent is per 100. I'll cancel it. I'll say it is Y is 4/5 more than X. If Y is 4/5 more than X, numerator never changes. Understand this. You are never going to change numerator. थोड़ा सा और सुनना चाहें तो सुन लीजिए. I can also interpret it that Y is 4 more than X and X is 5. So I will say if Y is 4 more than 5, Y will become 9. That means X is 4, because if it is 4 more, that must be 4 less than Y. What I'll do is I will add numerator and denominator in the denominator because there are no changes happening in the numerator. So I'll say X is 4/9 less than this. I'm sure all of you know 1/9 is 11.11%. So 4/9 of this is 44.44%. Yes, Samakshi ji, you are correct now. I am sure that you got it correct. Please ask if there is any doubt or any problem that you have been facing. Let's take one more example. By this time, you are very comfortable. Good to see that. Here is my another question. There are two people, R and S. Our salary is 66.66% less than S salaries. Our salary is 66.66% less than S salary. How much S salary is more than R salary. Is that fine? So now I am taking it in a different way. R is less than S. If R is less than S, how much is S more than R? Very good, Sambhav. Very nice. Good. Good, Parul. Well done. No, Ananya. Think again. Samakshi, fraction is coming. This is absolutely fine. If you want to write it in percentage, multiply it by 100. Good, Pulkit, Siddhant, Rana. Very nice. Samakshi ji, is it clear? Ananya, try it. Get the correct answer. Samakshi, are you getting the answer? Share the answer. Yes, Samakshi, it is correct. Here I go. R is 1 by 3 is 33.33, 2 by 3 is 66.66. You need to convert the value into the fractions. I'm sure all of you can do it. It is double of 1/3. So if R is less than S, S has to be more than R. Whatever it is less, the same thing will be more than this. If it is more, if something is more, denominator need to be less. How can it be less? I'll find out the difference between them. 3 minus 2 is 1. I'll say it is 2 by 1. Yes, Samakshi. 2 by 1 in terms of percentage, it is 200% more than R. I hope it is clear. Let's take one example here. R is 2 by 3 less than S. Means R is 2 less than 3 value of S. So can I say 3 minus 2 is R is equal to 1? If it is 2 less than 3, it will be 1. So S is how much more? S will be also 2 more because this is 1, this is 3. The gap between them is 2. More than R. R is 1. If you convert it, multiply it by 100, you will get it in percentage, which is 200%. So the logic should be clear why we are writing 200%. Formula to chahiye, lekin agar main atak gaya exam mein, so what should I do? I will be doing it by this way. I hope it is clear to everyone now. Ananya, is it clear to you? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very nice. Let's come to the next one. So. You got C and D, two friends. One day C told D that he gets 20% salary more than him. One day C told D that C earns 20% more than D. I asked D how much you are earning less than this. He said, I'm earning 5,000 less than C. It is in rupees, it is not in fraction. Can you find out how much is the earning of C and D? I hope it is clear. One day C told that he is getting 20% more salary than D, but D get 5,000 less than C. Can you find out the value of C and D here? Come on. Check it again. Siddhant, check it again. Very nice. Parul, correct. विधि नहीं, आपने कुछ मिस कर दिया. संभव, very good. Vidhi, do it again. Good, Sambhav Jain. और कोई? So I got the answer from Sambhav. Pulkit, no Pulkit, check it again. And Parul got it correct so far. Sambhav and Parul are two guys who got it correct. Sorry, Parul also got it correct. Pulkit, you need to try it again. No, Pulkit, no. Okay, Ritu, what about other value? Very nice, very good. No, Ananya. No, Vidhi. So, Akshi, what is it? 20% less, 20% more is C is 20% more than D. And D is 5,000 less than C. You have to find out how much are the values of C and D. It is given one is more and second is less. It is 20% more and second is 5,000 less. Find the values of C and D. No, Samakshi, you are very close to the answer, but you are not getting the correct. Yes, Siddhant Rana, it is correct. No, not yet. It is correct, Ananya. Okay, here I go now. I would request all of you to just listen. Very important part. So, can I say C got 20% more than D? Means whatever D has got, C got 1/5 of that more. So C got 1/5 of D more. That is equal to 5,000. Why it is equal to 5,000? Reason is simple. If D got 5,000 rupees less than C, C must get 5,000 rupees more than D. अभी तो बताया था वैल्यू में तो सेम होता है. देखो अगर आपके पास मुझसे if you got 3 chocolate less than me, so I will also get 3 chocolate more than you. इसमें कौन सा बड़ा मैथ्स है यार. If D got 5,000 rupees less than C, I will say C will be getting 5,000 rupees more than D. C got 1/5 more than D, which is equal to 5,000. किसका 1/5 ज्यादा लिया है? D का, C का नहीं. C got 1/5, 20% more than D. 20% more than D means comparison is with respect to D. So 1/5 of D is equal to 5,000. D is equal to 25,000. Khatam. And here. And I know D is 5,000 less than C, so C will be 5,000 more than that, which is 30,000. I got it correct. Let's move to the next one. I could also say that C got 1/5 more than D. If C is more than D, D must be less than C. Numerator remains same. If it is less, denominator should be more. I'll say D will be 1/6 of C. It is less, which is 5,000. So C comes out to be 30,000. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Please ask. If you got 5,000 less than me, I got 5,000 more than you. That is first thing to be learned. If I got 20% more than you, means 20% of your money, 20% of what you have is what I got more, which is equal to 5,000. So 1/5 of D is 5,000, D is 25,000. I can find out C is equal to 5,000 more than that, which comes out to be 30,000. That is one way. Second way, if C is 1/5 more than D, D must be less than C. How much less? Numerator remains same. If it is less, denominator should be more. D got 1/6 of C less, which is 5,000. So C will be equal to 30,000 here. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Please ask if there is any question, any query. Take a screenshot of this now, quick. You can surely ask your query if there is any. Must be clear to all of you. I'm moving to the next one now. Okay. Now, if you understand this, say one day, Ananya and Parul were fighting. Why? Parul told me that she got 33.33% less toys than Ananya. When I asked Ananya how many toys you got more than Parul, she said, I just got 4 toys more than Parul. Can you find out the number of toys that these two have? You can write A dash itna, comma B dash itna, the number of toys that they carry. So write A, then space, and then toys that A have, comma P, then put a dash and then write down. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. Very good. Parul Sambhav got it correct. Very good. No, Pulkit. I'm really sorry, I'm not able to explain you this thing. So here I go. I would request all of you to please pay attention here. No, Ananya, no. Samakshi, it is correct. Yes. Pulkit, no. Okay, let's see here. I would like all of you to just pay attention here. Parul got 1/3 less than Ananya. 1/3 of what Parul got less? 1/3 of Ananya, which is equal to 4 twice. So Ananya got 12 twice. First information. If Ananya got 12, Parul will get 4 less than this because Ananya got 4 more than Parul. So Parul will get 8. This is coming. First case. If Parul get less than Ananya, Ananya will get more than Parul. Numerator is same. Look here. If it is more, denominator needs to be less. I'll say it is half more. Half of what? Half of Parul. That is equal to 4 twice. So Parul comes out to be 8 twice. Parul got 8 twice here. This is your answer. I hope it is clear, Ananya, now. Pulkit, is it clear? Any question that you have, any doubt? Okay, what about you, Ananya? Yeah, why not? I'm also trying to get one more. Now say that M and N are two friends. And one day I asked them how many pens do they have. M told me that M has got 10 pens less than N, while N got 10% more pens than M. Can you find out the number of pens that M and N has? Very good. No, Parul, no, not correct. Check it again. Yes, no Pulkit, no Parul. Sambhav Jain has got it correct. Very nice. Very, very nice. Ritu Malik got it correct. Well done. बाकी लोग अभी भी कंफ्यूजन में हैं. No, Ananya. How can you get N less than M when it is given that M is more than N? N is more than M. Yes, Pulkit, now it is correct. Samakshi, what are you doing and why you are doing it? Parul, no, my dear, it is wrong. See, in the simplest possible language, I'll say N gets 10% of M more than M. I hope all of you agree with it. So N got 10% more than M, which is equal to 10 pence. So 10% of M is equal to 10, M is equal to 100. Yes, Siddharth, it is correct. If M is 100 and M is less than N, you can see even the arrow drawn here. So N should be more than that by 10 points. That is 110. Why you are doing it, Vidhi? My dear, N is 10%, 1 by 10th of M, it is more, which is equal to 10 pen, because if M is less, N will be more. M comes out to be 100 pence. Once you know M is equal to 100 pence, N will come, take 10% more than that. 10% of 100 is 10 more. वैसे भी सोचो ना, M got 10 pen less than N, N must get 10 pen more than M. More than whom? More than M. Is it clear with you now? If it is 10% more, it is not 10% of N that N is more than itself. No, it is N is 10% of M more, which is equal to 10 pence. So M will come out to be 10% का होता है 10 upon 100. I'll cancel it, which is equal to 10. M is equal to 100 pence. Vidhi, I'm yet to get a reply from you. Please tell me whether it is clear or not. Okay, thank you. I hope it is clear to you, Ananya, as well. Parul Chaudhary. Okay. Here I go. Okay, Vidhi. Okay. Please do watch the recording after this. I think things will get clearer to you. And still, if you face some challenge, you can always ask me the queries. Fine. So let's come to the next question here. One last question. Now A and B, both of them were rearing animals, say rearing cows. One day I asked A, how many cows do you got? A told me that he got 25% more than B. When I asked the same question to B, B said that I got 200 cows less than A. Fine, dairy is a big business. So when A got 25% more cows than B and B got 200 cows less than A, can you tell me how many cows the two owns? Very nice, Pulkit. Very good, Parul. Well done. No, Siddhant. आपने उल्टा कर दिया सिद्धांत. A is more than B, my dear. B is not more than A. Siddhant Rana. Sambhav, yes. Okay, Siddhant, now it is correct. Ritu Malik, it is absolutely fine. Very good, Anya, it is correct. Samakshi ji, it is correct. So very good, everyone got it correct now. I would like you to again listen to me. A got 25% more than B. I can say 25% means 1/4 more than B. B will be less than A, numerator never changes. If it is less, denominator should be more. So B is 1/5 of A, it is less, which is 200 cows. It is. So A will come out to be 1000. Done. Once you know A is 1000 cows, B will get 200 less, that is 800 cows. I'm sure it is clear to all of you now. Fine. Okay. So we are able to do just one part of this, but yes, I have taken all possible type of questions which can be formed on it. Let's take the second part here. Whenever product of two values is constant, then if one increases, second decreases, or if first decreases, then second increases. Fine. Let me take example here. Say that it is 480 is a number which is given. We know 16 into 3 is 48, to 16 into 30 is 480. Say I'm buying at the rate of 16 rupees per kg, example ke liye. I buy 30 kg of the quantity, so I'm going to spend 480 rupees here. So price into quantity is equal to the expenditure value, the amount that you spend. I know it cost me rupees 16 per kg, 30 kg I can buy for rupees 480. Now I say the price increases to 20 rupees per kg. Inflation up ho gaya, jiske karan it is now coming out to be 20 rupees per kg. I'll say 24 kg needs to be purchased. The price was earlier 16, now it is 20. I'll say the price increases by 4 rupees from 16 rupees, which is increases by 1/4. If price increases by 1/4, quantity decreases. Numerator never changes, my dear. When the product of two values is constant, if one increases, second decreases. Same law that you applied earlier, it will be applicable. I'll say numerator same, denominator will be 4 plus 1, that is 5. 1/5 is 20%, it is less. Listen again. P was 16, it become 20, it increases by 4 from 16. This is P. The P increases by 1/4. If P increases, Q is going to decrease. Numerator never changes. The denominator will be increasing if you want to decrease something. So Q will be 1/5 less than P. I hope it is clear. Let's check it. Cross check karte kahin galat to nahi kar rahe. Q was earlier 30. Now it is 24. Q reduces by 6 from 30. You need to know from 30. That is Q reduces by 1/5. How much is 1/5? That is 20%. I hope it is clear to all of you. So Q reduces by 1/5, which is coming out to be 20% here. Everyone clear? Take a screenshot, sir. Whenever the product of two values is constant, if one increases, second is bound to decrease. Or if one decreases, second is bound to increase. You should be knowing of it. Why I'm using it? P is the price at which I'm buying Q quantity, say for ₹1,000. Initially, the price was 40 rupees per kg. Say sugar was priced at 40 rupees per kg. So I can say 25 kg of sugar can be purchased for ₹1,000. Now what happened is the price of sugar is increased. From 40 rupees, it has become 50 rupees per kg. What should I multiply with 50 so that it gives me 1,000? So 52 is 100. 20 kg is what I'm going to multiply. Now come to the question. The price increase from 40 to 50. Can I say there's an increment in the price of ₹10 per kg from ₹40 per kg? So price increases by 1/4. If price increases by 1/4, quantity decreases by 5 kg from 25 kg. That is, quantity drops by 1/5. So if the price increases by 1/4, quantity decreases by numerator remains same, denominator increases. Price increase by 1/4, quantity decreases by 1/5, which is nothing but 20%. You can also cross check it from here. Quantity drops by 5 kg, drops by 5 kg from 25 kg. This is from 25 kg, which is 1/5. It is going to drop. Multiplied by 100, I'll say it is dropping by 20%. The quantity drops by 20% here. I hope it is clear to all of you now. Please ask if there is a question here, any doubt here. Okay. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Let's take one more example here. I'll say X and Y. Not really this one, just a second. किसी को कोई डाउट होगा तो पूछ लीजिएगा प्लीज. I know speed is equal to distance upon time. I'm sure everyone is aware of it. So speed into time is equal to distance. If I'm going from here to Badrinath, which is around 500 kilometer length. So I drive at the rate of 50 kilometer per hour is my speed. I will take 10 hours. If now I increase my speed to, say 100 kilometer per hour because of the new highway. How many hours am I going to take to travel this 500 kilometer distance? Come on, first you give me the answer. I will do it quickly. Very nice. Almost everyone has given me the answer. It is 5 hours. क्या हो गया बाकी लोग? ठीक है, very good. So 100, if it is 100, 100 into 5 is 500. Look at speed. I'll say speed increases by 50. बढ़ गया है, कितना बढ़ा है? 50. कितने से? From कितने से? 50 से, which is 1, which is 100%. Speed increases by 100%. Time decreases by 5 from 10, which is half. So you know when the product of two values constant, if one increases by 1, second is bound to decrease, numerator never remains same, denominator increases. So I'll say the time is going to decrease by 1 by 2, which is half. You can see here 10 has dropped by 5. 5 drop from 10 is 1 by 2, which is it is going to decrease by 1 by 2, which is coming out to be 50% here. Is it fine, everyone? Siddhant Rana, is it clear to you? Okay, thank you. Would you like to answer this question? Let's start with the first question. I'm sure you have taken the screenshot of this. Please take a quick screenshot of it. Here is the question for you. Come on, try out it. Starting, please pay your attention. Ram scored 48% of marks. What is this 48% of passing marks, total marks, or someone else mark? This 48% of what? Total, passing, or sham? Ram scored 48% in a test. What does that mean? Sambhav and Siddhant, only two of them have given me the answer. It is 48% of total. क्या हो गया? क्यों डरते हो आंसर गलत बोलने से? So if, अच्छा एक बात बताओ, in an exam you say that you scored 90%. So 90% of what? 90% of total marks, यार, maximum marks that can be awarded. So 48% of the marks is allocated in a test means 48% of the total marks is allocated. Fine. Whatever is the marks required to pass the exam, he gets 14 marks less than that. P is the passing marks, minus 14 means he gets less than that. If he scored 51% of total marks, he will get 7 marks more than passing marks. I'll subtract upper value from lower value. I'll say 3% of total marks will come out to be this minus this. Look at this, P plus 7, which is the larger value, minus P minus 40. Can I say PP will get cancelled out? It is 21 marks will come out to be 3% of total marks. The total marks comes out to be 3% means 3 by 100. Percent is per 100. So I'll say total will come out to be 21 into 100 by 3, which is 7, which is 700 marks. Total marks is 700. I don't want total marks. I want passing marks. So my dear, 1% of 700 is 7 marks. If someone is getting 48 marks and he is failing by 14 marks, means he is failing by 2% marks. Or someone is getting 51%, he is getting 7 marks more, means he is getting 1% more. So the passing percentage will come out to be 50%, which is 350 marks, because 700 ka 50% will come out to be 350. It is half of it. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Look at this. Ask me if there is any doubt. Be fast. Any one of you, just switch on microphone and shoot your doubt.
So could you explain the last bit again?
Yeah, why not? Okay, Samakshi. Samakshi, is it clear? Okay, let me explain it. Say these are the total marks. This is total marks. And these are how I'm going to mark them. A student got 48% of the marks. And I don't know, somewhere it is passing marks. He failed by 14 marks. So the difference between them is 14 marks. A student get 51% marks, but with respect to the passing marks, he got 7 marks more. Is that fine? So I can say between, see, P is 48% is 14 less than P, and 51% is 7 more than P. What is the gap between 51 and 78? Can I say it is 3% of the gap, which is 7 plus 14, which is 21 marks, comes out to be 3% of the marks. So 1% of the marks is coming out to be 7 marks. So 100% of the marks comes out to be how much? 700 marks. Now, what is 48% of it? But he's failing by 14 marks. I know 1% is 7 marks. It is already know. 1% is 7 marks. So someone is getting 48 marks, but he's getting 2% less than that because 1% is 7, 2% is 14. So passing marks will be 50%. I'm sure it is clear. Or someone is getting 51% marks, but he gets 1%. 1% is 7 marks. So passing marks is 50%. What is 50% of total 700, which is 350? Is it clear, Samakshi ji, now? Anyone else? Any query? Any doubt, please ask. Samakshi, is it clear or you still have a query here? How 50% is passing marks? Is it clear if someone is getting 48%, he is getting 2% less? If it is 2% less, if you add 2%, it will become 50%, a person will pass. Is it clear, Samakshi? Why 2%? Because 1% is equal to 7 marks, my dear. So 2% of this will be 14 marks. And that is what is given. It is said that someone is scoring 48% marks, he is getting 2% less. That is 14 marks less. So 14 marks, if you convert it in percentage, you will say that 2%, that's why it is 50%. I could have told you 700 का 48% निकाल दो, ऐसे भी बोल सकता था मैं आपको, and plus 14 marks करना because that is 14 marks less. But then I thought, why to multiply such a bigger number? 7 8s are 56, 7 4s are 28, plus 5 is 23. So 236 plus 14 marks will come out to be 350 marks. That is what you are going to get. I hope it is clear to you now. Anyone, any question, any query? The last question for tonight. The question was asked in CAT. This shows, the question says 60% of the employees of a certain company are men. And 75% of men earn, 60% of employees of a certain company are men. And 75% of men earn more than 30,000 rupees per year. Fine. 55% of companies' employees earn more than 30,000 per year. What fraction of women employed by the company earn 30,000 per year or less? That is what is given in the question. So let's divide them in two categories. There are men and there are women. If 60% of them are men, how many of them are women? I consider that there is no third gender. So it is men and women only present there. So 60% of men are there and 40% of women are there. 75% of men earn more than 30,000. So people who earn more than 30,000 and people who are earning less than 30,000. So 75% of men means 60% of men is the total abadi, 75% is 3 by 4. I cancel it 15. This comes out to be overall population guide is only 45% of the people. 45% are men and they do earn 35,000 plus. Out of 60%, if 45% them are of total is 60. Out of total 60, 15, 45 are gone. So can I say rest of 15% are earning 30,000 or less than that? Now, how many, then it is also given that 55% of companies' employees earn more than 30,000. Overall, people who are earning more than 30,000 is 45%, 55%. 45% of men are there. Can I say it is only 10% of women women total is 40%, 10% of the total population are women and earning 30,000 plus. So can I say out of 40%, if 10% are going here, the rest of 30% will come here? Now the question is asked, what fraction of the women, महिलाओं में कितनी प्रतिशत earn 30,000 or less than that? I know there is a total of 30% of population which are females and earn less than 30,000. Out of female, because comparison need to be done with the females. So I'll say it is 30% out of 40%, which is 3 by 4. So which one is your answer? Your answer will be none of these, which is 3/4. I hope it is clear now. So it is not 1/4 because they are not asking how many people, how many females are earning more than 30,000. If you see females which are earning more than 30,000, I can say 10% out of 40% is 1/4. If 1/4 of them are earning more than 30,000, rest of 3/4 are earning 30,000 or less than that. I'm sure it is clear to all of you now. Anyone, any question you can ask? Good, Pulkit, you got it correct. Ritu Malik got it correct. Is it clear, everyone? Please take your time. Do tell me. Take a screenshot as well. कुछ भी आपको लगे कि it is a doubt, you can ask. Sambhav Jain, is it clear? You're not responding. Okay, Ritu says it is clear. Siddhanji, what about you? Okay, the last part. Not an issue. I will explain this as a whole. Okay, Sambhav Jain. I can understand. That's why you got different answer. Just reverse of that. 60% of the employees of a company are men. Consider total employees to be 100. So you get men and you get women. 60% of them are men. So I'll say 60 are men and 40 are women. I hope it is clear. Now there are men who are earning more than 30,000. And there are men and women who are earning less than 30,000, because both men and women are coming there. That's why I'm writing it like this. 75% of men earn more than 30,000. What does that mean? 75% of total population of 75% of men. 75% of men, that is 75% mean per 100 of men is 60. So that gives me 3/4. 15 fours are 60. I'll say 45 of them will come here. If 45 are coming here, I'll say rest of 15 will come. Then it is given, if 55% of companies employ earn more than 30,000 per year. 55 total population is 55% who are earning more than 30,000. 45% are already coming from here. Can I say it will come out to be only 10% from here? You know, total women are 40%, 10% are going here, so 30% of them will be going here. Now the question is, what fraction of the women? Fraction of the women means everything is compared with respect to women. 40% of them are women. Employed by the company earn 30,000 per year or less. 30,000 per year or less. We'll say of total population, 30% are females and earn less than 30,000. Total females are 40%. That's why महिलाओं में कितनी प्रतिशत? Mahilaएं comparing with respect to all females, I'll say that comes out to be 3/4, my dear. That is your answer. So answer is coming out to be 3/4. Is it clear now? Sambhav, sorry, Siddhant. Anyone else? Any query? Thank you, Siddhant. Samakshi, good. Pulkit, is it clear?
यस सर, क्वेश्चन में ऐसा क्या होता है जब हम फ्रैक्शन कंपनी के रिस्पेक्ट में निकालते हैं?
कंपनी के रिस्पेक्ट में निकालते तो 30% आता।
नहीं, मतलब क्वेश्चन में क्या लिखा था, जैसे अभी लिखा है व्हाट फ्रैक्शन ऑफ वुमेन एम्प्लॉयड, तो अपन ने वुमेन के रिस्पेक्ट में निकाला, तो क्वेश्चन में क्या लिख रहा था कि अपन कंपनी के रिस्पेक्ट में निकालते हैं?
Question should be like this: what percentage of women are earning less than 30%, less than 30,000? what percentage of population are women and are earning less than 30,000? Is this fine?
Thank you.
What percentage of population are women and earning less than 30,000? That would have been the question. Fine, if you are comparing it with respect to the total population. Fine, I hope it is clear. Thank you so much. Good night. Take care of yourself. I just started it. That's why only 2 questions are done. We'll continue with this in the next class as well. Fine. Thank you. Good night. Take care of yourself. See you on Monday. Okay, bye. Thank you, everyone.